This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Good afternoon and welcome to the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Courtney Plunk.
And I'm Laura Duclos. A distinguished professor all the way from the University of Wisconsin will be in town next Friday. Professor Devon Shaw will be an honored guest speaking at the Mackenzie Merkett Alumni Center for the annual William S. Morris Distinguished Lecture. It will start at 11:30 and Shaw will be discussing communications in the digital age. A free lunch will be provided, but RSVP is required.
Well, a small local art studio is brushing its way to success. Randy Redding reports more on the Mudroom.
The Mudroom is a paint-your-own pottery and mosaic studio where just about anyone can come and get their hands dirty to be creative. Chris King is the owner and designated overseer of fun.
My daughter and I used to go to the mudroom and paint things together as something to spend time together. And then a friend of mine, who's a friend of the former owner, told me that it was for sale. So I said, okay, let me check into that. And then over a process of about 3 months, then we decided to do it. And we moved it when we bought it. And we've already had it for a year.
Chris's sister Lana is the manager of the Mudroom and has seen a variety of artists come through the doors.
We have certain people we have a couple of people right now that are doing plates for Christmas gifts, and they're doing for all of their family. Or we have people who come in and do tiles, and they're making like a project with mosaic, to make a mosaic bench out of with their different tiles. And so, the sky's the limit. We have people all the time coming in to do something different. For ladies' night, a lot of people will go to the art trail beforehand, and then they'll come over here. They will have gotten their inspiration at the art trail, and then they'll come over here and paint something beautiful. And at ladies' night, we do allow outside food and drinks. So a lot of them will bring their own beverages with them. And it's just a wonderful group of ladies that we've all bonded over doing arts and crafts together.
With products ranging from pirates and mermaids to mugs and platters, the Mudroom is a great place for family fun or a relaxing wine night with the girlfriends. For MCTV, I'm Randy Redding.
Human vs. Zombies is a live-action game of tag played by tech students every year. Reporter Amber Chalker went out to the battlefield to see what all the fun is really about.
Every semester, Texas Tech hosts fun games like Quidditch and the Zombie Apocalypse. Students just can't get enough of it.
Well, on campus here at Tech, it's a one-week game of hybridized kind of tag. Got one team that's zombies and other that's humans. Humans run around with Nerf guns for 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. each day of the week. And they just kind of make it from class to class, survive, shoot zombies, that whole thing. It's just kind of something you can throw in the mix of the monotony of going to class every day.
Students talk about what they love most about the zombie apocalypse.
I think it's meeting new people, and just wherever you go, you always have someone that you can like look at and you make that like connection, like, oh, you have the green headband, I have the green headband, we can hang out and talk even though we don't even know each other. And also it's just like, it's something fun to do while you're on campus instead of just walking to class really boring, and you actually get to do something on your way.
My favorite thing about playing, there are so many favorite things about playing. I love running around campus with a Nerf gun. It's a lot of fun. You meet so many great people. You make a lot of really awesome lifelong friends, and it's a really great way to get some exercise, let off some steam in the middle of the semester, and just go out and have fun.
I'm Amber Chalker reporting for MCTV.
So Laura, have you heard about the events that have been going on for Diversity Week?
Yes, I have. Actually, I've heard that they've been going on in the sub all week.
They sure have, and Emily Pellegrini is reporting live from there right now. Emily, who do you have with you?
We're out here right now. I have Cervante. He's a part of Diversity Alliance in the engineering school. Can you tell me a little bit about the organization?
Yes, the Diversity Alliance is a group of organizations within the engineering college. So there's 4 organizations now. It's Engineers Without Borders, the Society of Black Engineers, the Society of Hispanic Engineers, and the Society of Women Engineers. And as Diversity Alliance, what we do is we just basically hold different fundraisers and events and just try to promote diversity and the minority around the engineering college and around the school.
Perfect. And actually, today they were just finishing up a fundraiser, a cookout for Engineers Without Borders. So can you tell me how that went? Did a good turnout?
Oh, yeah, it was really great. we were there from 12 to 2, and we had a lot of volunteers help us out, and a lot of people came and got burgers, and it was a really good turnout, so it was really great.
A great way to promote your organizations. Well, Diversity Week will wrap up tomorrow, so be sure to check out the free speech area sometime then before you miss it. Back to you guys.
It sounds like a great way to learn about diversity. Thank you, Emily.
Well, our Tech baseball team is batting up in their first series game against Prairie View A and M tonight.
Yes, they are. Let's turn to Eric Gerald at the MCTV Sports Desk to find out more.
Thanks, guys. The Red Raider baseball team is coming off a close win against Dallas Baptist this past Tuesday. They won off a 2-run walk-off single by outfielder Steven Smith. The Red Raiders have had a pretty impressive season this year and are ranked number 24 in the latest polls. The team is currently 29-11 on the year and 8-7 in conference play. The baseball team will host a 3-game series against Prairie View A&M starting tonight. First pitch is set at 6:30, so make sure to swing by Rip Griffin Park and support the team. The second game of the series is tomorrow, which is set to start at 6:30 as well. To finish up the series, the baseball team will play an afternoon game on Saturday at 2. I personally cannot wait to see how first baseman Eric Gutierrez does to finish up the week. He was awarded Big 12 Player of the Week last week, and he has just been on fire lately. Been swinging the bat, yakking home runs, accumulating RBIs, just a stout player. The softball team is traveling to Lawrence this weekend. The team is 30-15, going 3-6 in conference play. The ladies will play tonight at 5 to start off their 3-game series against the Kansas Jayhawks. Game 2 will also be at 5 tomorrow. To wind up the series, the team will play at 1 on Saturday. I want to wish the team and whoever will be traveling this holiday weekend safe travels and a happy Easter. Other than tech-related sports, the NBA regular season finished up last night. The seeds and brackets are set for the 2014 NBA playoffs, which will start this Saturday. There are some great first-round matchups that I cannot wait to watch. The number 1 seed Indiana Pacers are set to face the 8th seed Atlanta Hawks. This matchup will be interesting because these teams went 2-2 in the regular season. If the Hawks wind up getting a win in Game 1 or 2, there could be possibly an upset in this series. The number 2 seed, Miami Heat, will face the 7th seed Charlotte Bobcats. I think the Heat will easily win this series and will sweep the Bobcats. The Heat may be in trouble, though, in the second round if the 6th seed Brooklyn Nets beat the 3rd seed Toronto Raptors in the first round. The Heat are 0-4 against the Nets in the regular season. On the Western Conference side, we have an in-Texas battle between the number 1 seed San Antonio Spurs against the 8th seed Dallas Mavericks. I personally think the Spurs will win the matchup. The Spurs are 8-0 against the Mavs these past 2 seasons. The 2nd seed Oklahoma City Thunder will play against the 7th seed Memphis Grizzlies. This will be a rematch from last year's playoffs when the Thunder lost to the Grizzlies in the second round. Even though some say the Thunder might be in trouble, I believe this series will go to the Thunder in 5 games. Kevin Durant has just been a phenomenal player this year, and Russell Westbrook has just been starting to get his groove back after injuring his knee. I have OKC winning the 2014 NBA Finals this year. That's all I've got for sports today. This has been Eric Gerald, and remember, Red Raiders, guns up, back to you all.
Thanks, Eric. Well, hopefully the weather will be nice enough for the games this week.
Yes, and for everyone traveling this Easter weekend. Let's turn to our weather specialist, Carly Smith, for the latest on the weather. Carly?
Thanks, Laura. You know, it looks like Easter weekend will be nice, except there is a chance we could see some rain out here on the South Plains, which is much needed. But as far as right now, it's a cool 61 degrees, warming into the mid-60s. And as we head into tonight, there is a cold front pushing through that could produce isolated storms, but that is more likely off the Caprock wind. So we'll just see cloudy skies and a low dropping into the 40s with northeast winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow's forecast, it looks like highs will warm back into the 70s with partly cloudy skies and an east wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour, which could hurt your gas mileage if you're traveling to the Dallas area. And so as we take a look at our 3-day forecast, it looks like Saturday here on the South Plains, we do have a 40% chance for some scattered thunderstorms with the low at 54 and the high at 72, and those warm southerly moist winds bringing in moisture at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And so Sunday, once again, there is still a chance for rain in the morning hours at 20%, with partly cloudy skies and the high possibly climbing into the 80s once again. As far as regional travel goes, for anyone heading out of town for the break, it looks like Austin is a nice 76 Friday and 80 Saturday with a 20% chance for rain. And their Easter, they could see some rain there as well on Easter Sunday. Dallas, once again, a 20% chance on Saturday for rain, and a nice 76 on Easter Sunday. That's not on the graphic, but I thought you would want to know. And Houston, the high both days is 78 with a 20% chance for showers on Saturday and not as high a chance on Easter Sunday. So it looks like everywhere but Austin, Easter Sunday should be without rain, and so you can wear your nice clothes and not have to worry. Back to you in the studio.
Hey, Carly, do you have any special Easter plans?
You know, I am planning to fly home on Saturday so I don't have to make that 5-hour drive, and hopefully the storms won't cause too much turbulence on the plane, but it'll be nice not to drive. So I'm going to go home and spend time with my family and hopefully do an Easter egg hunt or two. So it should be fun.
Great. Thank you, Carly. Well, that's all for Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Be sure to check out ttuhub.net every day for more news, and have a great 4-day weekend.